So in this example, we're first asked to remove the month and put it into the report filter, and then place the dialed numbers into the row. So you've got that. Then we just want to remove all this data except for those two. So I'm just going to get rid of all of that. So now you've got that. We want to identify the top 10 dialed numbers based on the count of bill. So to identify that, we click here, go value filters, top 10. We want it to be the top, not the bottom. 10 items based on, we're going to choose the count of bill. When we say OK, you'll see there's your top 10 items. We're just going to switch off this top 10 grouping by saying clear filter from dialed numbers. You'll see we've got this example sheet here, and it's got a whole bunch of numbers typed in. So what we want to do is we're just going to copy this for now and go put it over here somewhere, just to make it easier so we don't have to type it in. What we now want to do is use our GETPIVOTDATA function to create a formula that pulls through this information for only these numbers. So the best way to do that is first you just say equals and you find one of them. So for now I'm just going to go and click on that one, click enter. If I now look at the formula, I'll see it's looking at the sum of bill, which is correct. Pivot table is A5, no problem. The dialed number, and it's been typed in because we clicked there. What I'm going to do is tell it don't look there, look at whatever that cell is there. And just to be consistent, I'm going to put some dollar numbers on the E. And when I say OK, and now when I copy it down, it'll go, so that's 60.22. You can see there 60.22. Same thing with the number of calls, just to make your life easier. We'll say equals. We'll just click on the first one just to create the GETPIVOTDATA function. We'll then go in here and change the dialed number. So instead of looking for that number, it must look at whatever's in that cell. Again, I'm going to put the dollar signs on and copy it down. So what we can do now is you'll see this number here is down here. If however we go, I'm going to change the month now and only show February. When I say OK, you'll see that this has moved around, it's a different line. There's the 3945. You'll notice it pulls through the 3945. So this is a very useful way of going into a pivot table and extracting certain bits of information.